This is exactly why they want to crush the food stamp program, otherwise known as SNAP benefits. Exactly what I'm going to share with you right here in this article, which I'm going to pop up on the screen in just a second so you can see and read for yourself exactly what happened here. But is these situations just like this, that is literally ruining it for everybody on food stamps that has a SNAP benefit card or EBT benefit card? It's reasons like this. I want to pop this up so you can see exactly what is happening here, but it is people just like this that are literally ruining it for everybody and basically making the USDA go rogue on the food stamp program, the SNAP program, EBT card holders, the roughly 42 million people out there that are basically doing nothing wrong, the bulk of them anyway, but a few bad players out there that are basically ruining this program, okay? And again, I know that a lot of you in this community that watch these videos rely on these monthly benefits in a huge way. I've seen your comments, thousands and thousands and thousands of comments over the years from many of you in this community that have reached out saying, like, I get X dollars per month or whatever. I don't know what I would do without this. It's a vitally important program for the people that actually need it. But unfortunately, as of recently, because of that lapse in benefits the first half of November, that basically took the genie out of the bottle and opened up a massive can of worms against the food stamp program. If you haven't noticed yet, basically all they've been doing since that lapse in benefits is just attacking the program because of players like this. Let's pop this article up right here, right now. Feel free to read through the details of this, and I'll explain it. And again, this is why innocent people that are doing nothing wrong are kind of under attack when it comes down to the food stamp and SNAP program. Check this out. 2 convenience store owners are charged in a $7 million fraud scheme around the food stamp SNAP program. Basically what was happening, feel free to read through the article, by the way, but I'll just kind of paraphrase and give you some key takeaways out of this article, which is basically these individuals were owning this little convenience store, or 2 convenience stores basically, and they had very limited food options, but yet they were running through about $500,000 of EBT transactions per month. That's more than big grocery stores do, right? And they're little convenience stores. That's kind of odd. That's, gives a couple of red flags. Well, yeah, that's exactly what happened. So they started to investigate them and found out that these individuals were basically just running EBTs, cards, transactions through. People weren't even buying anything for the most part, and then basically just getting that money and exchanging it for other things. Exactly what we hear about all the time. When we hear cases like this, people exchanging their EBT or their food stamp benefits for things that are not, allowed through this program. Well, essentially this happened over the course of a period of time, and then sure enough, they got busted. So $7 million. Now, don't get me wrong. This program sends out about $100 billion worth of benefits per year to beneficiaries. Okay, it's like $8 or $9 billion a month, something like that. It's like $9 billion a month, right? So it's a lot of money that goes out. So $7 million is honestly a small drop in the bucket for the total amount of benefits that go out on an annualized basis and per month. But nonetheless, this is what's giving the program a bad rap, and this is what's giving the beneficiaries a bad rap as well. Again, I totally recognize the vast majority of beneficiaries are doing nothing wrong whatsoever. But in situations like this, where they find, oh, look, these people are just ripping the program off at a tune of $7 million, which, by the way, I've seen a couple other articles out recently where people were taking it for like way more than that, like tens of millions of dollars. It's nuts, okay? But anyway, this is the situation. So anyway, basically, long story short, basically just running EBT cards, taking that money, and then just transferring it into other, not allowed products and things like that. And basically just fraudulent transactions through their terminals, making it look like they're getting all these EBT purchases, which in reality was actually not happening in the first place. They even found that people, according to their EBT transactions, were buying like $100 worth of groceries in this situation here, but yet leaving the store with nothing. That's funny. How could you do that, right? How are you supposed to have $100 worth of groceries and then walk out of the store with absolutely nothing? Well, that's kind of the situation here. So anyway, no wonder why USDA and the Agriculture Secretary is basically attacking this program, insisting that there's hundreds of millions of dollars worth of fraud within it. Okay, this is just one incident. This is just one case. This is happening all over the place. Unfortunately, and again, giving the program a bad rap and a bad name, and again, the vast majority of beneficiaries are doing totally fine, are not doing anything weird, are not doing anything wrong. They're following the rules. But unfortunately, this is what we have. And we continue to see this happening across the board. Now, this is interesting. It's not here in this article, but I did read this in a separate article. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I thought this was interesting. They're suspecting that about $13 billion of food stamp SNAP benefits are stolen from beneficiaries every single year. Every single year. That's about $1 billion a month that is wrongly being taken from these beneficiaries through instances in which people are using these little skimming devices, right? Skimming devices on like the checkout kiosk where you swipe your EBT card, you input your PIN number, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, oh, wait, they got all my information, they've cloned your card, and then they drain all the money off of your card, right? So anyway, I read an article about this. Apparently there was a guy it was in California. He had something like 36,000 EBT card numbers because he had skimming devices on these checkout kiosks. And then he had 36,000 EBT card numbers and he was just basically draining accounts, right? That's nasty, right? But at the same time, to be fair, it's kind of the same time, it's kind of the fault of the lawmakers and basically each individual state. Now, why would I say that? Because, think of this, how many years ago did they implement chip technology into credit cards and debit cards? I don't know. How many years ago was that? Was that like 15 years ago, something like that? I mean, I don't know when it was. It was probably 15-ish years ago, give or take a little bit. It's a long time ago. They implemented chip technology for security purposes. Guess what EBT cards do not have? Yeah, chip technology, right? They still have the magnetic strip. That's like the most hackable thing out there. So as you've heard me say over the last couple of years, sometimes EBT card holders are literally literally the ones that are being targeted because it's so easy to hack into these EBT cards. It's so easy to get the information off these EBT cards that a lot of the times the EBT cards are literally the ones that are being targeted because it's easy pickings, right? It's the low-hanging fruit, so that's who they go after. The people that need the money the most are the ones that they're going after, right? Because it's easy for them to grab that data, to clone the card, and to basically drain the card from all the benefits. Yeah, that's the situation. So anyway, just wanted to share this with you really quickly. And again, I think this is why. It's instances like this that are honestly ruining it for a lot of people. People that are just trying to live their life, get a little bit of food every single month. They're living their life, but yet, well, they have instances like this where people are, trying to rob the system blind. And, eventually they get caught like this. And unfortunately, it makes people lose trust in the system. And that's unfortunate for everybody. Not only the program, but also the beneficiaries who are doing nothing wrong, but all of a sudden getting hurt because of the new rules, the new policies, the new whatever else they're implementing within the program to try to avoid these types of instances. So it's making it harder for everybody, right? You gotta love that. Don't you love that all the time? When we're all doing something like totally fine, we're not doing anything wrong, we're just minding our own businesses, and just whatever, all of a sudden somebody comes in and ruins the whole party for everyone. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what's happening. So anyway, just want you to see this really quickly. And again, I'll keep you posted with any further details that come out on this. As always, please consider subscribing if you're new here. Please feel free to share the video if you'd like to. Big share button down below. Otherwise, check out the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Well over 6,000 videos in the video library. Otherwise, stay tuned. Super busy time of year right now. A lot of things are changing. And stay tuned for any videos, live streams, any data coming out. I'll bring it to your attention immediately as it hits the wire. Otherwise, I hope this helps you. And again, I'll keep you posted with any further details that come out or any major changes that they want to implement to this program. I'll certainly keep you posted on that. All right, anyway, have a nice day. Thanks again for watching this. Enjoy and subscribe, share the video, and I'll catch you again later in the very next one. I'll see you for now.